Gene Mills Family Forum. Dr. Will Hall, Louisiana Baptist Office of Public Policy, and Pastor Lewis Husser. Are you still here, sir? Also filling out cards in opposition who did not wish to speak is Dr. David Cranford, Louisiana Family Forum, and I. M. Fury of Bogalusa, Louisiana.
Mr. Chairman and members, forgive my voice. I'm under doctor's orders not to speak today, but I'm felt compelled to at least give you a perspective and caution you about something we're about to do.
And Reverend Mills, we all know who you are, but just for the record, tell us who you are and who you are.
Gene Mills, Louisiana Family Forum.
Yes, sir.
Louisiana Family Forum is an organization committed to defending faith, family, and freedom in the state of Louisiana. Toward that end, we oppose the striking of Louisiana's bestiality clause, specifically page 1, line 11, 4 words, or with an animal. For the record, bestiality has been held punishable offense and prohibited scripturally for thousands of years. Make no mistake, nobody's supportive of that action or activity. This activity was first mentioned in the book of Exodus, and Christian doctrine has held it a heinous and punishable offense, in spite of recent media reports that assert that it's still legal in the state of Louisiana unless we pass Senate Bill 236. That's a mistaken misnomer. The legislature should not repeal the tried and true standard in favor of an untested theory. I agree with Representative Hodges. There are constitutionally vague and overly broad ideas, which, by the way, we do not object to. I submitted a red card, but it's not on the concept nor the intent that the author has stated that he seeks to accomplish by adding additional protections, but rather on the vagueness and the fact that one of our standards have been upheld, both within the court system and in the court of public opinion. This is an untested theory. I heard today in testimony 5 states have adopted this. According to our record, that's not the case. About 40% of the states refer to it as a crime against nature, about 40% refer to it as bestiality, and about 20% tested reveal some hodgepodge of the two. But to my knowledge, no one ever elevates the crime of sexual abuse against an animal over a criminal statute or a statute that we currently have on the books of a crime against nature. Louisiana's crime against nature statute, as it currently stands, those 4 words, that's the only dispute right here, members. 4 words, or with an animal. Striking it and moving it to a new area, or accepting a friendly amendment that accomplishes the intent of the author and preserves intact Louisiana's current anti-bestiality statute. Louisiana's crime against nature statute expresses a moral turpitude section of the law. That's a legal concept in Louisiana and in the United States that refers to acts of behavior that gravely violate the sensibilities and acceptable standards of a community. And it puts in the section a newly created under animal rights. Louisiana Family Forum opposes bestiality because it destroys a human soul. And we think that it communicates something that's significant by where it's currently located. Senator Morrell's expansion of these protections, which we do not object to, though we think they are vague and somewhat constitutionally broad, do not require the removal of those 4 words. It is not our intent to gut this bill, and the author may protest, but I would respectfully submit to you that the courts have upheld in Louisiana's 5th Circuit Court of Appeal that the court upholds and affirms the constitutional portions of Louisiana Revised Statute 489A1. We conclude that 2 types of behavior are severable, and a prohibition against human-on-human portion of the law can be removed or accommodated without affecting the validity or the intent of the human-on-animal prohibition. You don't have to strike this code in order to accomplish the author's intent. It's very simple. You go with what's tried and tested through decades and millennia, or you try something brand new. I'd like to know what those 5 states are, what their revised statutes concern actually accomplish, and whether we really do create a criminal offense against sexual abuse of an animal. I think the crimes against nature law, if you would retain those 4 words, there'd be no dispute. We'd remove our red card. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Mills.